you're trying to slick talk, tell me how I am or who I am. And you don't know me, bro. This is our first time ever talking. Right. I never met Stacey G ever in my life. When we did that show and he was doing all that talking, I'm like, who the fuck is this old nigga doing all this talking?
But you heard, yeah. What you heard, what you heard, you can hear a motherfucking thing.
When we see the Asians and these foreigners, these Mexicans, they taking over the buildings where we grew up at and shit. You know, the North is all everybody else. But when we see them all uplifting, when you see them all uplifting each other, having each other back, how did that make you feel when we all, like most of us, be turning each other down? Like we act like it can only be one nigga to do everything. How do that make you feel?
You know, I don't give a fuck.
He said,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't move me because God got his own assignment for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like each individual got their own shit that they supposed to be doing. Like it don't bother me that the Asians and the Mexicans come together and do shit. Only thing that bothers me is the police stopping the niggas from being great. Everything else after that, like that's just on y'all. Get right with God or homie and figure it out. Because I'm already right, like I said every day to everybody. I know where I'm going when I'm doing with this shit, so a lot of shit don't matter to me.
Straight up. And it's crazy, like when it comes to like him, like we went with Stacey G. We went to go chop it up with Stacey G. You feel me? So I didn't say nothing when y'all had y'all back and forth, but you know what I'm saying? I think the crazy part to me be, you know, no diss to Stacey G and no nigga, no older cat or whatever y'all did for the city. I really don't, you know, salute to y'all.
Yeah, shout out to Stacey G.
Whatever y'all feel y'all do, you know what I'm saying? But you were saying, like you said right now, like, I'm being me. Regardless. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of however you feel about what I'm doing, I'm being me at all time. And one of the really shit you said was like, Snoop, get on stage and do whatever, you feel me? There's no backlash behind whatever, so why is it backlash behind me? So just, because I know you heard different talk, like, trying to critique you, and you like, nigga, I don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's what was making me more frustrated with the conversation is because the more you talk is you're trying to slick talk, tell me how I am or who I am. And you don't know me, bro. This is our first time ever talking. Right. I never met Stacey G ever in my life. When we did that show and he was doing all that talking, I'm like, who the fuck is this old nigga doing all this talking? Right. My nigga Ceezy like, that's Stacey G. I'm like, oh, okay. So now I started listening. From since then, it's been a paying homage because of what he did for the city. You feel me? It's never been I'm bigger than him or nigga he was back in the day. It's my turn now. Like, nah, I don't give a fuck. You feel me? Like, thank you. Thank you for giving us some kind of inspiration in Las Vegas, but everybody know my shit came from the set.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Blue Angel, like, the said Max, like, that's where my inspiration came from. Like, I didn't, all you can see is my dust shit. I promise to God, I just heard that shit for the first time when I left that interview with him. Let me hear, because he was just talking to, let me listen to this. You know what I'm saying? So,
that's the first I hear. The first one or the new one?
The first one.
Okay.
That was the first time I ever heard of Stacey G, like, for real, like, really just looked him up. And it's just like, damn, bro, I only came to this motherfucker to pay homage. You put me in the hashtag of your video. So it's like, okay, if you went that measure, let me go pay homage to Cuz and just see what he talking about. I can always use some free game.
Real shit.
But when you come in here and single me out and tell me about me and you don't know me, we have a problem, bro. I can take constructive criticism. I can't take you judging me, though.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think that was a key point. And like the reason I bring it up because it's not particularly Stacey G. You know what I'm saying? Within the midst of the conversation within the room, it was a lot of motherfuckers saying this and that about the city, what the city not doing, what the city, the youngsters this and whatever, right? And all y'all are sitting here saying y'all heard of this man, y'all heard of this artist, that artist, whatever, because they came up to y'all because y'all DJs, whatever the case may be. But in the same breath, y'all telling us y'all never played the music. Y'all never heard the music.
Yeah, that's the one DJ said.
Yeah, and it was like, nigga, how? Like, how is people coming up to y'all saying this? And I say that, like I said, it's not just particularly them. This is Vegas. This is what I see on Vegas every day, on social media every day. It's motherfuckers telling us, oh, Vegas music suck, or Vegas music this, or Vegas music that.
I never heard shit.
And then you never heard nothing. Or you telling me you heard somebody and you think they dope, but because you didn't like the other 15 niggas you heard, Vegas music suck. You know what I'm saying?
Music is the only sport I feel like where people will say you trash and don't even know what you do. Like in basketball, if I say I'm better than that point guard, nigga, I'm looking at his numbers. I'm looking at him. I'm watching this nigga. He left-handed. Whatever the situation is. Music, a nigga be like he trash. It ain't never heard the nigga album. Or a nigga homie will be like perfect example. If we make a post right now, like this nigga the best. 50 people that's gonna say shit ain't never even heard most of his shit. They just want to say something. Like when we doing a wrap up everything, everybody be saying this and that. It be like, bruh, most of your homies don't even listen to you. Like, really ask your homeboy, say, what's number 5? Really ask your homeboy about a song, tell him to give you a line from it. And I guarantee you a lot of niggas' feelings will be hurt. You know what I'm saying? But I guarantee you ask this nigga, you ask Ben, you ask Lou, they gonna know that shit, bro.
They stay on top of it.
You feel me? For sure. On everything, they stay on top of that shit.
They the reason, I'm gonna keep it real, I'm gonna say it. Y'all niggas is the reason why Vegas is working the way they working, because they want to be in this position. They want the reviews. They want to come sit here and do the live shit. So I applaud y'all because y'all got these niggas applying pressure. For real.
100. And it's crazy because I salute you for that, because a lot of people sit right up here and tell us that 1,000 times. That camera come on, they be like, oh, I had this brilliant idea. It just be weird, bro. But to keep it real though, it's vice versa, because y'all is what motivated him.
Right.
Because this nigga he bumps your shit, nigga. Trust me, nigga. Ask any of the homies, nigga. He bumped your shit. He bumped everybody's shit, but he bumped your shit a lot. You feel me?
I had niggas mad.
A lot of niggas be having natural hate. Like, bro, if a nigga ain't never personally like did nothing to me, I'm not gonna feel no way. You can play whoever, like, especially if it's your car. Sure. You know what I'm saying? You can play whoever the fuck you want to play. Your car, I ain't got nothing to do with
that. But no, that's the reason why we here. We all three ain't never had no personal beef. From where we from, but it's never been no, I don't fuck with you, nigga. We got into it. It's never been that, so that's what separates the two. You got the niggas that just want to be somebody, and the niggas that's comfortable in the skin that they in.
And you got the niggas that just want to beef because they like
recognition too.
And I feel like when you really from your section, like not even on no gangster shit, nigga. When I lived here, when I grew up here, when I caught a fucking bus on this fucking street, I don't have to prove nothing to you, nigga. My mama paid rent at that motherfucker. That's why I know you. I don't know you because I thought you was the cool nigga in school.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? And that's not how this happened.
And what people don't realize, man, when we young, we don't have no control of where we at, man. If my mama decide to move in the Jets, I'm in the Jets, nigga.
Try to give you an environment.
For real. I'm not gonna be like, Mom, no, I'm gonna live in the streets at community college. No, nigga, let's go.
It just come like that. So like, when me and you first had our sit down, it was like bro say, when you got to wrap up and shit like that. That's how me and you even had a sit down, was to have that conversation. Like, nah, bro, I really researched this shit. Don't think I'm just, you know what I'm saying? A nigga just talking, like, this ain't just my favorite niggas because they the only niggas I know, or whatever the case may be. When it comes to different things of doing wrap ups and doing that, like I told you straight up, like I came home from prison 2011. 18 months was booming. Yeah. So I had so many niggas walk to me like, oh, you ain't heard the nigga Bay Blue? And I'm like, nah. And the first one they played me is I'm from Donald. I'm never listening to that.
These niggas hate on me cause I'm from Donald. But I don't get 3 fucks, that's on Donald. I came up from nothing on Donald. If niggas looking for me, I'm on Donald.
I came home at 14, they was still playing that shit. For real.
So they playing that, and then my little cousin like, my nigga, nah, listen to this album. So I'm riding around, I'm bumping it, and his sister got a spot in the Jets at the time. So I got the windows down, music beating, and niggas like, nigga, you can't pull up, listen to Bay Blue. I could pull up wherever, nigga. You feel me? Like I'm not no just any nigga. You feel me? I'm cool where I'm at, nigga. I'm okay over here and anywhere else, nigga. So just having them different conversations of playing the music, that's what made, when I'm doing different shit, when we learning niggas music and all that, that's what made it like, we have to separate the street politics from the music.
It's the only way you gonna win.
That's the only way you gonna win. And I think y'all understand that early. I can go back to when y'all did the song with when it was Two Tone and all that shit, Two Face and
My Con.
It was everybody from everywhere on the song. Regardless if we all recorded in the same spot, everybody from everywhere is on the song.
That's how I met Simpin and Sharp and fucking Skane. The OG Gerson nigga, forgot that nigga name. But that's how I met all them niggas doing that My Con shit.
Okay.
And that was something that Two Face put together. Two Face had a relationship with each and one, everybody on their own level. And he like, nigga, I got this song I want to put you on. He did that to every nigga that he knew, and it came out like that. Hey, nigga, we going right here to shoot this video. We going right here to shoot this video. We coming to your neighborhood for you. And then you see it at the end, it's like, oh, you sneaky motherfucker.
That's dope.
On the sudden, it came out hard.
That's dope.
And that's when you see like street politics gotta get out of it. So we've had the conversation already. Like you and Two T's is tight. You know
I love that nigga, bro.
You
like,
and certain niggas is just dope.
I love Two T's so much because if I open my call log right now, cuz up in there.
Right.
See, yeah. Man, I lost my dog the same day they lost Blue A. Shit, we used to ball at the YMCA. Middle finger to the feds and the motherfucking DA. Keep a bulldog on me like I'm from GA. I just popped the bottle when I threw up the B. Rest in peace to Teddy B and my nigga Tiny 3.
You feel what I'm saying? And it's just like, he from on this side, like, bro called me on the regular. Sober, drunk, forever call me.
He for sure gonna
You
call
feel me?
nigga.
Like, I love that nigga for real, homie, on the set. Like, real love for that nigga.
Yeah, man, Two T's held it. Like, it was a bridge. It was a
Boy.
bridge where Two T's held it down, man. Like,
Facts.
see, a lot of niggas don't be giving credit. Like, it be certain niggas that kept the shit alive for a span. You know what I mean?
And a lot of niggas, not to cut you off, but a lot of niggas don't even mention that he the real nigga, the first nigga that brought Boosie to Vegas.
Facts. For real.
A lot of niggas sleep on that. Like, Two T's was really on his shit in his prime. Like, he was going crazy with it.
He's got a full project with Boosie that never
Oh, my mama,
dropped.
like, he
You
was
know what I'm
going
saying?
crazy
Like,
with
it's
it, for
hella
real.
shit that was going
Hell
on.
yeah.
He the first nigga to.
He got
Them the
Whitney
first
now,
niggas to
too.
bring Webby them to the. You know
To
what I'm
the
saying?
Jets and all that.
Yeah, like they brought the
Hell
nigga,
yeah.
put him on stage and
Hell yeah.
kicked it with him and and everything else. Like it's a lot of history.
Yeah.
It's a lot of history that be left out of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
And sometimes it ain't on purpose. That's another
No,
thing.
fact.
A lot of the older cats be feeling like we don't be saying shit like on some hatred. It's like, bruh, God, we done did time. Everybody right here, we probably got like 20 years in prison right here. Like, nigga, I did my 20s in prison. So it's like a nigga just didn't hear it. You feel me? And it wasn't as easy to access. Like back in the day, you had to hand me a CD, bro, and I'm gonna keep it real. It's hard for you to hand a nigga a CD like back then. Like you hand a nigga a CD, nigga might put that shit in the car. That shit be in the car for 10 years.
Boy, listen.
You know what I'm saying?
Won't even make it to the car.
Nowadays it's gonna be in your face all day. You know what I mean?
I can just go to my phone and listen to it. So when it comes to recording your new project, because I know my term.
What's your recording style? Excuse me, I never asked you that. I ain't never asked you nothing, but I'm saying, what was your recording style though? As far as like, do you punch in or
no,
you
I
just?
don't write. I just go straight in. Like, one thing I don't do is I'm not gonna play with the engineer time, so I don't get on the mic until I'm ready.
Straight up.
But if this was a studio and we was going live, I'd be sitting right here doing my shit, and then when it's time to get down, I get on the mic and go.
Oh, you keep it all in your head?
Yeah.
For sure.
Hell yeah.
I never
seen
figured
you,
that shit out, bro. I remember we was doing our rap shit. That nigga one year he was like, "Man, bros, I ain't writing no more. You shouldn't write." I'm like, "Nigga, what?" That's why I knew I was still rapping. I'm like, "Stop writing, nigga. I was fighting the case and all that. I'm on house arrest for some shit. I'm like, nigga, I gotta write. I can't keep this shit in my mind." For real though.
So when it come to recording this new project, I know my term is like some shit from other people, some shit you had out a long time ago. Like Dog Ass, how old is that song for real?
Dog Ass wasn't old. Dog Ass was the original song I was supposed to do with Boosie. But
Okay.
my camp didn't like it.
You and Goddess did the
Goddess
song.
did. We got Handle That. Handle That is from like 2015 when I came home on that quick little break, and then they sent me back.
I was trying to figure out what song it was because
It's
I
Handle That,
remember
yeah.
I remember the Goddess her first time performing. She performed that song at Miss. I don't know if you was out or not for that, but I remember she performed the song at Miss, and I was like, God damn, they did a song so long ago.
Yeah, that's when
You
that
know
was
what I'm
like
saying?
2015 for sure.
And you use some classic samples, nigga.
Yeah.
You use some.
I'm an old nigga at heart.
Oh,
That's
man.
like,
He
I'm
did
an
that
old-
Webby listen.
Yeah,
I
you.
was
That's the
like-
first thing you let me hear. That shit
I
was
was like,
like,
bro, this nigga gotta be the smartest nigga in the world, bro. Because
me.
I'm like, damn, like,
Ashanti. I think it was Ashanti too on there.
yeah. But when he like hearing Webby like in the street is where I'm at, is where I be, cause like, you know, when we was listening back to Webby, we skipping that
That part.
One word. I'm like, this nigga, this was smart as hell. You feel like it didn't even matter if you said nothing. Your verses could have, like, the shit could have been trash. You feel me? The beat was so hard, I had to play it all the way through.
Shout out to Hitman.
Nigga, I'm like, this nigga is smart for this sample. But you did a lot of cold ass samples and a lot of, you know what I'm saying, at heart. You know, like you said about Wayne. You listen to Wayne. I remember me and you had a conversation on Facebook. I'm like, nigga, Wayne wasn't even cussing, and we going back and forth. Like, niggas really listen to Wayne, but some people don't bring that to
that music.
They music. Some niggas don't pay homage. I think you still pay homage.
Hell yeah, you got to, because a lot of shit wouldn't be relevant. Like,
facts.
You feel me? So it's just like, thank you for giving me this little game. So now let me take it and put my twist on it.
When you be talking to them youngsters, right? Do you ever be telling them, like, giving them the game as far as like making shit for the bitches? Cause it's like they skip that. They don't fuck around.
Nah, because the first thing they get at me on is some, I got this track, nigga, let's do this. And they send it to me and it be slip and slide and jumping out the window. So it's just like, alright, you ain't caught on yet? Cool.
For real.
I'll give you what you want. But if a nigga like Ty Herbo, he was already on game. You know, and I tell every interview this, I skipped on Ty Herbo and that's really my blood cousin. Like, hey, I'm ready, let me, come on man, you ain't ready yet. And then it took all them viral videos to see me like, okay, now he ready. The same with Mirror. So Ty Herbo got it off the gate. When he came and he wanted to do a song with me, that scream, it was already ready.
I just wanna make you scream. We going up and down, round and round. You know ain't no running now. Baby, put that pussy on me. We going from the kitchen to the shower. Ayy, fucking for hours. That pussy, it got some power. I knock it down like a tower. Know what I need, so bring it to me. I just wanna make you scream.
You don't get scream without Babe Blue. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck y'all being related, all that. Herbo being a fan of Babe Blue. Like, I don't know if you recognize it as much as the city is, how influential you are.
Oh yeah, I know. Because a lot of shit that I do, I see other niggas doing it. And I'm not one of them niggas that be mad and call him a dick biter or none of that.
I'm the same.
It's my own way of accepting and paying homage, whether you say it or not. I know it's something that I did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you seen it.
I'm cool with that. And that's just where I be at with it.
Facts.
Straight up.
It's like, and I think that's why when I speak on like you and other artists in the city, you, Greaves, the Socks and shit like that, it's because I feel like y'all influenced so many people. You know what I'm saying? Like, your influence of making the slow music, making shit like that. I just shared Sex Playlist with you and Dollar
the
other day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's, you got so many.
Shout out Dollar.
You got so many influential shit. So to be coming up now, like I say, now you getting to see it. Do you really recognize your influence? Not with just the young niggas that's doing music, but the niggas that's up and coming, that's trying to do music, the niggas that reach out to you. Cause you show love, you'll go do a feature. Because
I started feeding off the hate. That's what started making me become more who I was. It's like, all right, they gonna hate on this, but they still gonna turn around and do it.
Okay,
that's how it be too, man.
So it's just like, all right, fuck it, be you, be comfortable in the skin that you in. Like, I ain't tripping off shit. It's, you don't gotta like it, they will though.
How long you had your management team? Cause you know what I mean. I know
legitly, that shit only been like 2 months, but my nigga Shell, she been managing the nigga since we been taking it serious. Like, she been an influence on my life, period. Like, nah, bros, don't do that. Like, believe it or not, we tripped hard about dog ass.
What?
We tripped hard about dog ass. I tripped with everybody, but me and Shell, we tripped hard. That fucking song sucked.
What?
Hey, what's happening? What up with you?
Not shit.
Why you say it like that?
Don't you got a bitch?
Hey, how you reach?
I just seen her taking pictures on your whip. She was all on Snapchat doing death flips. Baby, you a dog with your dog ass. You a dog
That's how it be though. Well, that's the hit. She probably heard so much shit from him though.
And we ain't never tripped behind no music. That's how I knew the love was real. Like, yeah, no, nigga, we ain't doing it. I'm just telling shit like, I got this. Like, just come on, follow me, cuz. And now we sit back and we laugh at it. Yeah. Cause I really wanted to do that with Boosie. The show out with some really 30-minute ass song, you feel me? When I got the beat, we got straight to the studio. I played it for cuz. You know, he get to doing him. And I'm just like, all right, while he grooving, let me come up with a quick hook real quick.
That's crazy.
But I originally wanted to do Dog Ass, and they was like, nah.
I'm mad she didn't like it.
They was like,
that
nah.
shit crazy. When I first heard that song, I'm like, nigga, this the one.
Yeah.
Like, ASAP, and then Local Nigga ended up being my favorite track. But Dog Ass was it for a long time. Like, dog, as soon as I heard Dog Ass, I was on that.
And your team support you. Like, that's what I feel about a team, man. A lot of these artists need to realize this, right? Certain shit you don't gotta say. Let your team say it.
Absolutely.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your team, let them fight for you, man. You an artist, man. Stay in your bag, stay in your zone. You know what I'm saying? You sit back and chill. And most of these artists ain't got a team. Like, they too arrogant to even have a team.
And that's where the hate come from. All these niggas love that nigga. Ain't nobody playing my shit.
And I think, like, it's crazy because we say that to a lot of artists, right? Like, why is you arguing with other people fans about you?
About you.
Like, that make no sense. If they don't like that nigga, they don't like him. Like, even when me and you had a back and forth on Facebook, it wasn't about you.
Right.
You wasn't saying, like, nigga, no, me. You
my
was like,
side. I remember
my
that.
side, nigga, like, my people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't never make it personal to you. You always, like, nah, I'm showing. So, when I see your team get on certain shit, like, certain posts and shit like that, nigga, I remember coming home from prison, joining Facebook, and everybody had your damn picture on their fucking profile. I'm like, what who the fuck is this dude? What is going on? Like, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you always had that love. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody gets hate. You know what I'm saying? Like, the hate come. You one of the few niggas that I have never seen talk about like, you always show love to the love.
For sure. And that's what make it easier to be me, because it's like, nigga, I'm gonna keep it real. And I've been on this kind of game it's like since lately, but I just seen Kevin Gates' reaction to the one nigga that was telling him he had got molested or whatever. And Kevin Gates hit that nigga with the coolest, calmest reply, and all he told that man was, I love you, brother.
For real.
You got something bigger going on with yourself to where you trying to make it about me. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I got self-love, but I love you since you don't got no love. That make it so much easier to live, homie.
Right.
Do what you do, homie, because once I turn my back, I turn my back. So, I love you, homie. Go get you some help.
For real.
I ain't got nothing for you.
Cause you know, when you get older, you realize, man, them people don't have an issue with you. They have an issue with themselves.
It's what they sell, bro. Something ain't going right in their life, and they mad because everything going right in your life, what they think.
Right.
And it's just like, all right.
And like you said, like they think a motherfucker think you living the perfect life.
And not even knowing, like I had some struggling times where nigga thought I was on the top of the world.
Fact.
And I was barely putting it together.
I mean, nigga, I just put that smile on, put your chin up, and make it happen.
Because I know God got me.
Straight up.
The storm don't last forever in any situation.
When it come to making the new music on what you gonna give people, like you said, a lot of shit gonna change. Do you feel like you gonna get a lot of backlash? Like, this ain't the Baby Blue we love?
Yeah. But I know the slow songs gonna make up for it.
Okay.
He ain't slipping and sliding on these tracks no more, but these hoes still getting wet as a motherfucker, so that's Baby Blue.
On me.
Okay.
And that's why I told him out the gate. When he first was told me about you, when he was first pushing you, I'm like, listen, when it comes to them songs, to them bitches, the nigga be hitting it out the park. You know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of people don't know what to say. I feel like a lot of youngsters and shit don't be knowing what to say to a bitch. Like, all they know how to say is bend it over, I'm gonna hit it from the back. You know what I mean? They don't know how
be scared that they can't really pop they shit because somebody gonna have something to say.
Yeah.
Once you stop living for another motherfucker, your life gonna go so much smooth.
Facts.
Because once I found me and what was my lane and what was for me, I ain't had no complaints or none of that. Like, none.
Do you think your help with that was losing people close to you?
Nah, it wasn't. It was the hate.
Okay.
Because I love you so much. You hating on me.
That shit hurt.
You know what I'm saying?
That
And
shit
it's just like, cause the OG told me when I was in the joint, I used to feed. I ain't gonna say feed, but I used to bless niggas. And OG put me to the side like, nigga, don't let your loyalty be your downfall. Niggas is only around you because what you do for them.
Right.
So it's just like I got out of my inner body and I sat back and I watched that shit. Okay, so if he do something for the kids, ain't no homies gonna pull up. But if it's for the hood or for the hoes, the homies gonna pull up.
Wow.
All right, that's not the energy I need, so we're gonna keep riding these waves. And I just test theories. I do different shit to let me know who really for me and who really against me. A nigga say some hating ass shit in a joke, and I take that shit the way it's supposed to be took.
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
For real. Cause a motherfucker gonna show you who they is. You just gotta be willing to see it.
You gotta read between the
real
lines,
shit.
homie. You gotta weed through that shit.
Cause them jokes, that shit sound like funny, but nah,
But
you really,
you
Ain't nobody-
muster that in your car
For real.
thinking about me one day.
Ain't nobody ever got stabbed in the back and then think, well, after they see who stabbed them, I kind of figured that shit was gonna happen.
You feel me?
It don't really be a surprise. I don't care
Like,
if
I
it's
know
your
you was
daddy.
gonna stab me in my back. That's why I turned around.
For real. Facts. And that's exactly what it be. I turned to the rail because I knew I could survive it.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna stab me.
that's
feel you,
crazy.
bro.
But
I feel
that's real. That's real ass shit. Like
The hate
when
make
it
me
comes
better.
to-
It makes me, because I'm doing it out of love. So if I'm doing it out of love and that's making you feel some type of way, why would I stop? Why would I stoop to your level and hate back?
Ain't no need for it, man.
Because now it looks like I'm bothered. Like I'm living in peace for real. Like even on my struggling worst days, I'm still living in peace. Like I don't have no problem with nobody. I don't give a fuck enough.
And I think it's so, like you saying, I think it's so, like, I feel like the youngsters need to hear shit like that from niggas like you. Like they hear it from us and different shit. But I think from niggas like you, niggas that's still into the music, they need to hear it because there's so many young niggas that's scared to truly be themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's where they lose at.
I've yet to see, every time I've seen you, you're either by yourself or with the motherfuckers that you call family.
Can trust.
You know what I'm saying? And then we'll see these other, like, I've seen other rappers.
Around people they don't even like, bro.
It's like 40 niggas around you and you don't like them. You know what I'm saying? Like, or they don't like you.
Facts.
And then it's, we beefing. But it's like, how?
Man.
How are y'all beefing if I was just seeing you with them niggas 50 deep the other day? When I see you normally every time I done seen you pulled up on me solo. You done pulled up now solo, and I seen you. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time you solo. What was your moment of fuck that? This how I'm riding.
I'm moving this way.
It was a variety of things. For one, I was getting blackballed because of the niggas I was with. And then again, it goes back to the hate-love situation. Like, I know you really don't love me the way I do, so I'm not going to put myself in a position. So all that shit kind of, like, made it easier to do what I do.
Okay.
So what you got coming up next?
Album-wise, I'm doing this R&B comp with Derek Dwayne. We were supposed to drop that shit like July 4th. So we getting back to that. I'm dropping a solo called The Confirmation. I've been going through this where I feel like I be thinking about something on my own and I get with somebody and they speak it into existence. Like,
Right.
so it's just like I've been getting small confirmations about where I'm going and what I got going on, and I want to express that. I want everybody to feel that. And then after that, it's Angels in the Outfield.
Okay.
And that's gonna be like
I remember you talking about that a while ago.
a long time ago. And
Okay.
the concept I'm doing with that is just like paying homage to the dead homies. It's a lot of homies that's dead that was rapping. So the whole Angels in the Outfield is gonna consist of old tapes with them, or me putting a verse on some shit with them, or using their hooks, and just get it out there.
And then you got the tour coming up too.
The tour, I got 2 tours jumping off. I got this cannabis tour that crack. It's a 6-city tour.
Go hard for this. How the fuck you winning if you lost in this? Niggas think they own, so they get off in this. It's easy to get crossed in this. On TOP, we gon' get far from this. Step up in they town and burn it down like I'm a horse.